Welcome to It Takes Two. I'm Blair.
I'm Chris.
And today we'll be talking about The Ultimatum, Season 3, Episode 8.
I need y'all to subscribe, like, share, comment, all the above. You ready, Blair?
Yes.
Let's go.
It is 1 week until the ultimatum. Nick is hurt. He loves Sandy, and he apologizes for his reaction. Sandy tells him that love does not fix everything, and you have to respect your partner.
Wow.
He brought her here when they were already in a hard place. They get here, and now he's saying all the right things. Then he's tearing her apart to see how much he can put her through. He says that her points are valid, and he sees how he shows up when things are difficult, and there's a lot of work he needs to do. She sees that he does not have bad intentions, and that's why she's willing to continue trying.
Is there even anything worth saying about them anymore?
I just feel like they're just toxic. I think they love it, and, have fun.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, pretty much.
Enjoy your life.
I got none of that.
Zana and Jr. Zana says that this is their opportunity to go back to the beginning.
Yeah.
They haven't gone as deep and been as vulnerable as they could have, and she wants to learn more about him. He shares that he was insecure growing up due to his upbringing. He grew up in homeless shelters, people telling him he was ugly, and now he's embracing who he is. I think he said a tall black man.
That's all he is.
Tall, good-looking black man, I think he said. He realized he loved her when he asked her to be his girlfriend, and his love for her has not changed. He wonders sometimes if he loves her as much as she loves him because he's not ready to take those next steps when it comes to marriage and family. Zana tells him that they're off in their timelines. The love should be mutual, so it is a problem if he feels like she loves her more than he loves her. And she doesn't want to feel like she's chasing a man, even though she does feel that way at times. They both need direction on a common goal. She wants to be with someone who is sure about her, and he just starts rubbing her shoulder.
Here's the thing, right? Z, I don't know how you got in this chicken run or chicken race or whatever it is, but you are chasing this guy. And I don't know when it flipped. I don't know when the Uno reverse card was put on you. But you want marriage, right? And JR says something. I'm going to take his word on this. He said, your friend group is married. So that can mean putting pressure. You don't want to be the single friend out of the group. That's understandable. I hear you. I see you, right? But something as simple as you said, hey, I feel like I don't really know you that much. Like, basically, like, we need to get back to getting to know each other. And I'm just like, getting to know each other? You want to marry this guy? Like
They've been together 3 years or something. They live together. I'm like, that's weird.
I'm just like, so you don't even know like this and this is just an example of, I don't think he was being vulnerable, really showing you who he is outside of like he was called ugly, right? Because that just helps support of the look at me now. I'm not ugly now. I'm tall, black, and handsome, or like whatever he believes he is, right? And I'm like, Z, you need to leave, and or like, I don't think this is the guy for you. I don't think you're ready for marriage with this guy, because the more and more I see y'all talk, I'm like, I don't think y'all really know each other outside of the fact that y'all like each other. Y'all probably have good sex and things like that. Just things that's superficial that doesn't support a long, durable marriage,
Yeah, I think Zana is so focused on how good of a wife she wants to be, and how much love she wants to give someone, and the life she wants to have, which I think are so positive,
commendable.
But she's not really critiquing the husband that she's going to be receiving.
Yeah,
he's just the man that's here, and she's like, okay, I find him attractive and I want to be married to him, but I don't think he has shown himself to be husband worthy necessarily. He isn't super vulnerable, which I'll say that not all guys, like, people are different when it comes to levels of vulnerability. So I'm not going to hold that against him per se. Okay. But if you don't know this little bit about him, that is weird to me.
You also, yeah, keep going.
Also, I feel like, when Sandy and JR are talking and Sandy's asking, are you putting the toilet seat down? Are you cooking for her now? Like, are you doing all these little things? And I'm just like, JR lives with the girl. That hasn't been something that Zana has expressed that she wanted, or that was an issue for her, or that she wanted JR to step up in ways for her.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, are you even requiring or asking anything of him other than just to be a man and to live with you, And I just feel like feel like Zana, like she said with Scotty, like she hasn't valued vulnerability, and that hasn't been something that's been a requirement for her or a partner. But it makes me wonder what actually is bonding y'all together if y'all don't know each other. So
you said something that's kind of interesting. You said that she may be eager to show that she could be a good wife or maybe even a good mother and things like that. And it makes me think, like, do you think that she thinks that she can good wife this whole relationship? Like as long as I'm a good wife, as long as I'm a good mother, that will be the basically the foundation that
I don't even think she's thinking that far. I think that she just wants to be a wife, and she wants to be a mom. Like, she is ready for the next step, but she's not even critiquing or her partner to see if they would be a good husband for her or if that would make a good marriage. Weird. I think she's just ready to step into those roles, and she's not thinking beyond that, you know?
Yeah, that's weird, because you can't good wife yourself into a great marriage. You need a good husband, and it's vice versa. I can't be a good husband by myself without my partner being good, and so it's just weird, and for her not to think that far, I think she need a reset. Yeah.
So Scotty learned about his imperfections. He doesn't think that they're on the same page. Doesn't think they're on the same page about non-sexual physical touch, so basically affection. They want certain things, and he almost never gets what he's looking for when it comes to affection. She knows that's something that she has to actively think about and work on. And he is tired of her getting emotional about this conversation. She wishes that it wasn't an issue. It's something that she's working on, and she is upset that he's not seeing the small steps that she is taking towards meeting those needs. Well, Scotty tells her if he isn't going to get something, he's not going to marry her.
You hear him all the time, and me, I, all this stuff, and she's crying, and basically like she don't want to be the person that she is, but she's trying. Here's the thing: when a man set his sights on to destroy you, there's nothing that can stop that man. Not a thing. And listen here, I understand. We want to be prideful, and we want to say, oh no, I can stop somebody who wants to destroy me. Not a man, right? Because you don't understand the depths and the levels of hell he will go to attack your self-esteem. All I see from this girl is a young lady who's 25, or, entering into her adulthood, entering into the prime of her career, entering all these things that should be a great time in her life. To other 25 years old, man, you know what they doing? Some of them working at Amazon, delivering, trying to do things, becoming teachers, just trying to make money while they trying to figure out the path for their life. And that's normal. That's not me being disrespectful, but if you take it that way, it is what it is. But what I'm saying is she is now entering a career, and she is excelling in the career. And now he is saying, you need to move right where I am and touch me. like that's basically what he's saying. You get what I'm saying? and basically, as we're going to see more of their conversations, and lean on my decisions, because do you see me? Don't I make good decisions? What he's doing is he's chipping at her confidence, chipping at her self-esteem, and he is prepping her. He is priming her to destroy her. And the only way to stop him is to leave him. Right? You will not survive being with a guy who set his sights on to destroy you. Right. It just won't work, right? So she needs to leave him, because he needs somebody to control, to feel like he's in control. And guess what? Arya, you're doing too good in your life. You get what I'm saying? So I got to keep reminding you of the things that you're not doing. Dude, you know how you get somebody, and this is how you know you care about somebody, right? If I was a flawed person, and I am, and if Blair was a flawed person, which she is, right? One thing to get somebody to or to help them with their flaws is to remind them of the good things that they do. I never heard anything that came out of Scotty's mouth, and we on episode 8, of anything that she does that is good.
Absolutely not.
Not one thing.
Exactly.
So I'm going to remind you, yes, you are excelling in this, but I'm going to remind you, you don't touch me. Yes, you're independent, and you may got your own spot, but I just remind you that, hey, you don't live next to me, and guess what? You don't touch me. You know what I'm saying? So it's all things to serve Scotty, because his whole goal is to destroy this young lady, and she needs to get away from him.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, Caleb and Mariah, he answered her questions and then she stormed off.
Oh boy.
She just needs a hug. He says, why do I have to give you a hug if I feel judged?
Yeah.
Oh, this is the scene.
Oh, this is the scene.
Yeah,
okay.
She's not trying to place judgment on him. She's voicing how she feels. She's not feeling secure, and he's feeling the brunt of her emotions of how challenging that it's been.
Yeah.
But he ends up hugging and comforting her.
Listen, go back to episode 7 to what we said about this scene. But what we basically said to give a gist about this scene, my analysis was they need a therapist, okay? Because you have two people. You have one person, which is Caleb, who is tired of talking about emotions that he feel like he doesn't have, especially when it comes to the Arya thing. I don't really have no emotions. And you have Mariah, who wants to go step by step with the emotions, and he's like, I keep feeling the brunt of it, and she knows that he's feeling the brunt of it, and she's like, I think the world of you. I know it's me. And I just think he's just tired. And this is really the peaks and valleys of relationship, right? There's times where the relationship is smooth, and then there's times where it's bumpy, and you don't know why. You just don't know why her voice irritates you, and you don't know why when you look at him, you kind of get the ick. You know what I'm saying? It's just that normal valley point of the relationship. So I think they need actual professional help if they want to be together, not the ultimatum.
You're right.
You get what I'm saying? I think the ultimatum is actually going to hurt them.
So Nick meets with Sandy's family.
Yeah.
Nick felt Sandy got her cake and got to eat it too. She got to spend time with someone that she connected with physically. Nick says that he's in love with her and he reacted poorly because he was scared. Okay. He's been showing up how she wanted now, and he wants to settle down. She would like that as well one day, and they are aligned in a lot of ways. Well, when Nick goes up to use the bathroom, the mom talks to her one-on-one and asks, how were you aligning with JR? It was nice. She said that it was nice being with someone who was grounded and strong, and the mom agrees that Nick's emotions tend to be everywhere, and JR is a lot calmer. Sandy can't imagine life without him, but with old patterns resurfacing, it will be an issue for her, and she's just trying to figure out if he's the best life partner for her.
I don't think she's a good life partner.
I don't.
And that's the thing that's crazy about it. Like, Nick, you may be 100% right about Nick, but that doesn't mean that you're right.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? In the sense of, like, I don't think Sandy is ready to be anyone's life partner. So it's like, I'm really mad at Nick and Vanessa for making them the main characters of the season.
Well, let's move on then.
Yeah, it's weird.
Zana and JR. Zana got him an Eagles grill set and some slides. They're reconnecting again, telling each other they love each other.
Oh, man. Now, here's the thing. If y'all haven't, I know this happened a while ago, but we also did the Ultimatum South Africa. Right?
That was a good one.
That was a good one. It was a terrible reunion, though. I ain't gonna hold you, right? So don't watch the reunion. Just watch the show, right? I understand that in the episode that his birthday's coming up and things like that for JR, right? But one thing that I liked in the last South Africa, I forgot which couple it was like when they came back to their partners, or when they was leaving their partners or leaving their old trial marriages, they had gifts or something like that. Something to basically say, like, you know, what was that couple name? Oh, it's right on the tip of my tongue.
I don't remember nobody's name.
Oh, me neither. But basically, he got her a teddy bear, and basically she was mad. Like, hold on, how are you gonna give her a teddy bear? Like, and all that stuff. But my whole point is, I seen this as a sign, even though his birthday coming up, of, hey, why are you doing all this for JR?
Yeah, I guess for me, like, I can understand why she's doing this, because she does not know what JR has been saying and doing, you know?
It's weird.
And the thing is, like, if she's in a relationship with this man and she loves him, like, I get spoiling your partner, you know? Like, I like when my husband takes me out and, you know, gets me things, and I like to get him things and surprise him with stuff. It's like, it's a way of showing your love and care for somebody. So I think that Zana is just doing what she's doing as far as loving on somebody she cares about, and it's just not deserving. He doesn't deserve it.
Yeah, it's
you know? And you would think she would see it because he is just so unemotional and disconnected. Yeah. But like she said, she never really valued vulnerability. So she just loves him because she wants to love him, I guess. I don't know.
It's weird. I don't know. But yeah, I say all that to say, check out the Ultimatum South Africa Dad like we did. You know, because I don't know how it matches, but like her giving him, maybe for me, my whole point is I'm coming from the premise of she's always going for his approval. And I feel like she do love him more, right? And I just feel like the gifts that she got him and things like that, even though his birthday is coming up, I didn't feel like he appreciated it as much, even the effort, in my opinion, of what she did. Like, he's saying little things like, oh my goodness, I love this candle. Yeah. It's like, okay. It's like, it's fake to me. Mm-hmm. It's fake.
So Mariah and Caleb go fishing.
Yeah.
They're reconnecting, both learning more about themselves and finding self-love through this process.
Okay.
Arya and Scotty, so she makes a comment that he didn't grab paper towels at the grocery store, and she was just kind of trying to like joke and just point at the fact that you're kind of like you forgot something or whatever. And he caught an attitude and said, well, you forget I have a job. I went to the grocery store and I was supposed to be at work. And she's like, okay. He says, if something isn't done the way that you want it, like you allow it to affect your energy for a long time. Mm-hmm. She doesn't have any trust in his decisions. Zana talked about how he made good life decisions, and it was good for him to hear that, and he never gets that validation from Arya. Yeah. Arya knows that she needs to do better with validating and appreciating him, and he tells her, you're always critiquing and holding preconceived notions of other men and issues that you've had to him. And he says, how am I supposed to navigate that through a lifetime?
What are your thoughts?
Scotty, you don't help.
No, he don't.
She's been through some terrible situation with men, and you are just another terrible man that she's going to have to get over in her life. And I wish that Arya could see it, but I think that she's so used to terrible men that this is normal behavior to her. And so she is just trying to work it out and figure it out as best as she can. But when she, like you said, she needs to leave and get with somebody nice. And that's pretty much how it is.
I wonder what song is playing in Arya's head while he's talking. Because I can see it in her eyes. She kind of escapes when he's talking. You get what I'm saying? And I can understand it, because how are we just laughing, talking about groceries, talking about paper towels, and then it turned into what I don't do. Yeah. Or turn into the things that I do. And he just talking about how he ain't gonna take it in a lifetime, and he wants to. It's so funny how he can talk about how whenever she put a requirement on him to do, Scotty, right, when it came to, hey, this is what happened in my trial marriage with Caleb, right? His response to that is, well, it may be easier, but they don't know the emotional baggage of our relationship and things like that, things we've been through. So it's gonna be hard to implement that because of the emotional baggage. And now he's trying to put things on her, talking about Z said I made good decisions and things like that. Like, how come you can't see that I made good decisions and things like that? And it's like, wait. Maybe Z don't know the emotional baggage of the relationship.
Exactly. It could be. It can
Z only know you for
both ways.
Z only know you for 3 weeks. She don't know you. And when she saw a little glimpse of you, she did not sleep there that night. She said, you know what? I'm going to leave. And one thing that you need to know is that your energy can really bring somebody down, but ain't gonna bring me down. I'm going to go get these little things for my real man. You get what I'm saying? So I think he don't like the fact that Arya is bucking back, that she's not submitting to him as much or as quickly as he would like. So he just basically like, why don't you just listen? Just listen to me. I make good decisions. Move from where you are. Quit your job and be with me. And it's like, that's not how it works. Right. No, you're not setting me up to like destroy me. No, I'm out of here.
So it's 3 days until the answer. Yeah. Zana and JR, she feels like she fell in love with him all over again. Wow. She feels that they were moving independently, and it's nice that they have now reconnected. He looks at her differently, I guess, like in a positive way. Okay. She likes how open he was to the process, and she still thinks that he needed someone who would challenge him. He was able to evolve, and he showed up for her in different ways coming back.
This is what happens when you just get back together and have sex.
Exactly.
Like pretty much. Like, you just get back together, we have sex, you feel good, no problem is fixed, but you just feel reconnected because I just plugged in that thing again. That's okay. All. You get what I'm saying? That's all it is.
And JR, made a comment, well, you thought I was leaving with Sandy. And Zana was like, actually, that never crossed my mind.
He started laughing, though.
And she said that he is a man of God. She can see him being a great husband. He says that he feels connected to her. He sees her in a new light. She deserves the best. He had fears from his divorce and didn't realize that it was continuing to come up in the relationship. Yeah. He thinks that she would be an amazing wife.
And that's the thing about it that's sad about Z. You can want something so bad that you start to see ghosts. She said, I see you as a good husband and like a good, you are a man of God and things like that, only because he is a preacher's kid.
He prayed over his food
over his food a couple times. You know what I mean? So it's it's like you want it so bad that you see Casper.
Yeah.
And you're starting to see qualities that haven't been proven or tested and things of that nature. Run.
Yeah.
You know?
So Nick takes Sandy out to eat on the lake. He is realizing that he needs to change, and he appreciates how she has checked him in a loving way. Sandy says that this has made her a better person, to learn to love him.
Yeah.
He knows he lost it, but he can't beat himself up about it. Forgiveness is going to be a big part of this process. Sandy is a forgiving person, and she is willing to work through some of the issues that have come up.
Who cares?
Arya sees the growth in Scotty. Another person seeing ghosts.
Seeing Casper all through the episode, you know.
She sees how he's committed to this trial marriage. Scotty was upset that the trial marriage he had with Zana was easier than the relationship he has with Arya, and he wished it could be that way with them. He realized that he didn't have faith in them, the type of faith that he wanted Arya to have. Arya thinks that they had to go through this experience for them to really see each other, and she feels they're falling in love again.
That's what I'm saying. Daddy issues, boy. Them daddy issues are strong, man.
With Mariah and Caleb, she's asking if things will get better after being engaged. And he says, well, what if things don't unfold the way that you want it to, and we walk away separately? She would be heartbroken, but she would be grateful for the love that they shared. Caleb has never felt this feeling in a relationship before, and it would be tough if it were to end. Mariah wants to be different and show up better in the relationship. She feels that they were meant to find each other in life. He knows that he has a lot to work on, and he may not have gotten to the point that she needs him to be at quick enough.
I wonder if Caleb ever broke up with somebody. Because if you never broke up with somebody, the first time you do it, it could be kind of daunting. Like that first real relationship, you kind of see the best for it. Like, I'm gonna marry this guy and things like that. I'm sure the first person you was with, Blair, you probably was like, oh, this love feel amazing. You get what I'm saying? You know, now look at me. You get what I'm saying? So my whole thing is, I wonder, have he ever broke up with somebody? Because he says something that kind of prelude that in a way. Kind of like, how would you feel if, like, we did all this, but, like, we walked away separately? Oh, it won't kill you? You just be a little sad? Because I don't know how long I can do this. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's the vibe I get from Caleb of, like, I don't want to hurt you, but I don't want to be in this relationship anymore, though. You know?
Yeah. I really don't know. I think that they could be
hard to read.
Yeah, I think that they could be good. I honestly do. I think that they're in a tough spot because of everything that happened. I think that Mariah is just being emotional right now, and Caleb is not meeting her at her emotions because he's feeling attacked in the process. So I just think they're in the tough spot, but I don't think that it's enough to break up over. But also, if he's feeling like he isn't at the point of marriage for her, then what do they say? Like, for this show, you have to get married or move on. So maybe they'll have to move on.
Yeah.
So, well, Zana got balloons to surprise JR for his birthday, since they may or may not be together for his actual birthday.
Okay.
She understands his hesitations with timing. She also learned his hesitations about marriage. He understands why she wants commitment and security in a relationship, and she has been a great girlfriend, best girlfriend he's ever had. The only thing I will say about this is JR just turned 34. This man said that he would probably want to wait to have kids till about 40. Yeah. So y'all just aren't on the same timeline. And Zana, if you want to start having babies and, you know, start having kids before reaching 35, he's not it. Don't wait around for him.
That's 6 years from the age you are. She said she's 32.
Yeah, she's 32.
So does that mean you be 38 with your first kid? Possibly. Yeah. Because he said maybe 40. Here's the thing about it. He don't see a future with you. I don't think she should invest in a guy like JR. You get what I'm saying? In the sense of he's divorced and he's basically using that divorce as a reason why not to get married or to even be slower towards marriage, where you yourself haven't been divorced, see? So you don't really, you still very hopeful about it. And I feel like any type or any sense of stumbling block you feel in the relationship because of the things he's been through, I think you are young enough, you're pretty enough to where, like, hey, I think we should call it quits. Especially since he's not on your timeline. Right. And guess what? He has a right as his own person to not be on your timeline as free as you got your right to be like, I don't want to be with you. Exactly. You get what I'm saying? Use your freedom. Use your freedom. I think she probably thinking like, it's kind of like a guy, right? Where a guy gets a baddie and he would try to put up with everything with that baddie because he's like, I don't know if I will be able to secure another baddie like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, Z, stop thinking about yourself like that. You're a beautiful girl. Blair thinks you look like Cardi B. You probably get a guy that look like Offset for all we know. I don't know, you know?
Sandy and Nick, they're hugging in bed. They're in a good spot right now.
Yeah.
Arya is clear on what she wants. Scotty hasn't had confirmation that she worked through her hesitations with him, and he doesn't feel that she's as sure as she says she is.
Stop right there. Read that first line again.
He hasn't had confirmation that she worked through her hesitations with him.
She just said, I'm confident in what I want.
Well, I think it's because she isn't telling him what she wants. I think she's saying, I'm confident in what I want. And Scotty thinks that means that she wants him. She might want to be away from you.
Yeah, but I'm taking it from the perspective of, I didn't tell you what to want.
Oh, maybe.
I didn't tell you what to want. So I already know that, like, I have hesitations because I tell you what to want. I tell you what to do.
I don't have control over
and this whole thing that you came to the conclusion, that's independent of me.
Yeah.
So no, you don't.
Okay.
You don't have confirmation. You don't. I have hesitation because I didn't tell you what to want, and I ain't tell you to come to no type of confirmation. You know what I'm saying?
Well, she doesn't know how to give him reassurance. She can only show and tell him how much she loves him.
Stop right there. This is another plan that men use to destroy you. They would tell you, you need to do this and you need to do this and you need to do this with no roadmap of what to do. He would just keep saying that you don't do this, you don't do that, you make me feel this, and there will be no roadmap. She says she doesn't even know how to give him the reassurance that he wants because he's not seeking that. He's seeking destruction. So meaning that once you actually come to the point to where you're touching him more, he's going to pick something else to come at you. Like, oh, is it really that important that you got to work that job? Like, we want kids one day, right? And you need to be a stay-at-home mom, and like you need to.
It's just more power and control.
That's all it is. So you're never going to get that reassurance because the line is always going to move. Because his goal is not to give you reassurance or a roadmap to get it. His goal is to destroy you. You know.
He questions whether they can love each other the way that they need to. She is in love with him, but he doesn't believe it, and she has shown that she's committed, but she can't stay if she's not feeling the love from him. She can't serve him if it's not serving her.
I hope she believes what she's saying.
I do too. So it's ultimatum day. Sandy and Nick are up first, but we see Sandy walking to JR. So we will see in the next drop what happens.
Anything else on this episode that you feel, Blair?
That's all I got.
Listen, we need y'all to subscribe, like, share, comment, all the above. We will see y'all next time.
Bye.